We found out when Scotty was about 9 years old that he had a bone cancer, a tumor in his upper left arm bone. It was called a small cell variant of an osteosarcoma. And that turned our world upside down. Within a week, we were a normal, functioning family, doing our thing. And within a week, we're in OHSU in Dornbecker with our kid on chemotherapy and going bald in a couple weeks. And our world was flipped, our script was flipped, and our life changed dramatically in those 2.5 years of Scotty's battle with cancer. Scotty's memorial service, they said if you wanted to make donations, we're going to build an indoor play structure in Scotty's memory here at the church on the hill. And that's how the whole thing started, basically. And
it was going to be called Scotty's Playhouse.
And they came to us and asked us if we would be willing to allow that to happen, and people could make their memorial contributions to Scotty's Playhouse. Okay. And that's where the first fund started to build Scotty's Playhouse. It was just a few days after Scott passed away. Actually, they were finished the children's wing then, and they built Scotty's Playhouse. And we had a lot of momentum in the community because we had this thing going on, and the guys that our group of people that she's referring to, got together with us and says, I would feel like we need to continue this thing and keep it moving forward.
We have 3 areas of See You Later Foundation. One is youth camps, youth opportunities. So
was basketball the first camp?
No, it was fishing derby.
Fishing derby was the first.
It was in 2006.
Okay.
And then 2007 we started basketball camp. I have a story about Tim Harris.
The amazing Tim Harris.
The amazing Tim Harris. So he took his own kids to a basketball camp at George Fox in Newburgh. Wonderful, elite, wonderful basketball camp. And he noticed the fancy cars in the parking lot. And then he noticed the kids that weren't there. And it broke his heart. And he came back to our team and said, hey gang, what do you say we put together a basketball camp? Let the kids come for free, give them a t-shirt, give them a free ball, and give them a good time. I played basketball, I'm alumni over at George Fox. We could do this. We said, okay. Then we added football camp.
Yeah.
And then we added soccer camp. Those were our main ones. But we have done a music camp, we've done a track camp, we've done a basketball training camp.
We've done a baseball camp since then. We've done baseball, softball camp.
And I love the camps. I mean, when you see the coaches, they're all volunteers. Everybody's volunteers.
Yeah.
But when those coaches come and they get in front of those kids and get on bended knee and get eye to eye with that kid and just instill some encouragement, instill some new skills, it's just a beautiful thing to watch. Second is scholarships. That we award Scott Banky Memorial Scholarship. So in 2007, when Scotty would have graduated from McMinnville High School, we began the Scott Banky Memorial Scholarships. And the third area is Seeds of Hope. very special and dear to our hearts.
We actually reach out to these families throughout the year. We'll touch them at Father's Day and Mother's Day, and even Valentine's and Thanksgiving and
Easter.
different seasons and holidays throughout the season or throughout the year. We actually reach out to these families and give them different things and just try to touch them and let them know that we're there for them, we're thinking about them, we're caring about them.
I was a Seeds of Hope kid in 2008, so we were really, I believe from Carmen and I figuring it out, we were like the third Seeds of Hope family. So the program itself was new, and our family friend connected us, and I completely understand what people mean, what other families mean when they say to us now, man, it's like this group of people just knew what we needed. So my treatment was a little over 2.5 years, and chemo, lots and lots of chemo. And every year we do what we call Seeds of Hope Christmas, and every single family gets a handful of things.
Merry Christmas! Hi, Ezra.
The baby? Oh my goodness.
Lollipop!
Lollipops? This is a tutu maybe?
Two dots!
Coloring books? Oh my goodness, what do you say?
Thank you.
We got the application, I saw it come across, and I was like, I had a private conversation with Carmen, and I was like, hey, my heart just feels like drawn to them. So I walked up and I just said, hey, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Kennedy. I had the same exact diagnosis as Maisie, and I just want you to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's really hard. Like, what you're going through is terrible.
When I started to kind of get out of the funk of your daughter has cancer, was when we met Kennedy. The presents, it was amazing to see Maisie happy. She got all these gifts, and that was awesome. But for us and our mental state to talk to Kennedy, she went through the same thing.
When Maisie was diagnosed, when you hear cancer, you just assume that your baby's gonna die. Sorry, but we were just questioning every day if she was gonna live. And then Kennedy seeing someone and being like, okay, she had it way worse than my daughter and she made it. And Kennedy, you just feel alone when your daughter's diagnosed with cancer. You feel so lonely. You don't have friends that have childhood or have kids with cancer. And so meeting someone who experienced it firsthand she felt like the first light of hope. Like, they literally sprinkled seeds of hope in our life.
Anything else you guys can think of that you would want to add in this video?
That's all you.
I think I had said it earlier, but I just want to reiterate that it's not just the things that they've given us. They really have inspired us to go and put back this positive, pay it forward.
We can't wait to tell Maisie when she can comprehend that all these people that did not know her prior to her diagnosis really were rooting for her. Yeah. And that means the world to us as parents.
And for some reason, I will never know till I get there why he wasn't healed in this earth. But I always have said, if Scotty had to die, then it must make a difference.